Good morning and welcome to yet another edition of Made for Greatness on Mixed FM, the only station that's got you. I hope you guys have been well rested. Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in the capital city, wherever you're finding yourself. I hope you're having some a proper morning, and I hope you didn't overindulge yesterday. But anyway, Made for Greatness, we welcome Raynel back to the studio. Good morning. Yes, I had a little bit too much to drink last night. I'm just playing it. Good morning, welcome to the show.
Yes, I'm pleased to be here. How are you?
I'm always good. A very good morning as well to our international audience streaming us on our website, mixradio.na. It's great to have you guys on board, man. Now, for this week, we are talking about creating your own opportunities, because niemand skuld for jou in die wêreld. Yeah, everything that you want, you need to go get for yourself.
Exactly.
And that's why Raynel is here. That is our talking point for this weekend. Okay, the very first thing that we are talking about today is planting the seeds.
Yes. So it always starts with knowing what you want, of course. So you can't go out there and expect people to grow something for you if you haven't started somewhere already. So only you are the one that knows what you want and what you want to achieve. So obviously you have to start somewhere in order for you to approach and go out and look for bigger opportunities. So that's why we are saying you need to plant the seed. At least plant it on your own, of course, so that it won't be able to be breakable by other people, of course, because you know yourself where you have started. But then if you start with other people, like somewhere bigger, you don't have somewhere to fall on. So you always need to start somewhere by planting your own seed and starting with your own things, with what you have, of course.
And now, how do you plant the seed for yourself? Like, the average person sitting at home thinking, okay, it's cool, I need to plant the seed, but how?
You plant the seed by starting something with by starting with
the resources you already have.
Yes, with the resources that you already have. So you have to plant the seed by doing something that can make you grow with the goal that you already want to achieve. Yeah, so that's what we mean by planting the seed, by starting somewhere with what you already have.
Yes, we are talking about creating your own opportunities, because if you don't go get it, ain't nobody's going to bring it to your doorstep, right? We covered the fact that you need to plant the seed for yourself, and now we're talking about marketing yourself, getting your brand out there.
Yes, that's right. So you have, everywhere, a person that's hungry for their goal, right? Everywhere they go, they're just talking about themselves. It's not being selfish, not at all. It's about letting people, giving the people the platform to get to know what you do and who you are, and your services, of course. So you need to go out everywhere you go. Even if it's at the party or whatever, you always need to market yourself. That's why you always have to have your business cards ready. So everywhere you go, you talk about, that's why most of the people waste so much time in going to useless things like clubs. So you must go to much more important things like corporate meetings or whatever.
Some of us, we met wives in the clubs. We don't say that. I'm just playing.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's not the place really where you can market your business.
It's not the best place to grow your brand.
The best place, of course. So you need to go to much important events, like social events. So you go there, that's where you meet people, and then you have common goals with those people, because obviously if you are going to a certain event, it's to learn something, or for something, of course, or for someone, doesn't really matter. But yeah, so everywhere you go, you have to market yourself. You need to talk about yourself, and you need to talk about yourself to people that are bigger than you, of course, so that you don't have to market yourself to people that are just, for instance, let me give you an example. You're going to market yourself to a person, to a bartender. Okay, people are different, but yeah, for instance, to a bartender, I'm just giving an example. The bartender is not supposed to, unless you are in a business of selling alcohol or stripping
where
dance,
the person can benefit you somehow. Yeah.
But then you need to know who you're going to market yourself to.
Yeah. So you need to pick basically the brands that you associate your brand with, and you know how they are going to help your brand grow. You do need to understand that your most important commodity is always going to be the time that you have on this planet. So, you need to spend it wisely. You can spend every night in the club, and then one day you are sitting with I don't want to say nothing because nothing is too harsh a word, but
Yeah.
basically nothing.
So yeah, if you don't market yourself, nobody else will do it for you. So you need to talk about yourself everywhere you go. It's not selfishness. People always think when you talk about yourself is being selfish and self-centered. No, it's not being self-centered. It's being determined with your goals. So if you talk about yourself with what you do, it's for a good cause. It's for you. People will get to know about you, and they will give, and opportunities will come.
All right, Made for Greatness for this week, we are talking about creating your own opportunities. And right now, we are focusing on that word, opportunity, and grabbing each one that comes your way.
Opportunistic, is it a bad word?
Being opportunistic?
Is it?
Nope. I mean, I talk about entrepreneurship a lot during my show during the week. And it's one of the great hallmarks of all great entrepreneurs. You need to grab the opportunity when it comes.
Yes. So that word, you need to keep it in your mind every time. So being opportunistic, sometimes you haven't done something before. And then you'll be like, we have that fear like, wow, I haven't done it before. What if I do it and I go wrong? Those negative thoughts like, wow, I might fail, I might do this. You see? So that's why we are talking about being opportunistic. You need to grab every opportunity that you're given.
Being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Is a tongue twister.
Not everything that you're gonna do in order to reach your goal is gonna be comfortable for you. Some things that you'll have to do are gonna make you feel really, really uncomfortable. I'm not talking in the sense of bad things. Some things are bad, but
you're gonna be stretched beyond your comfort zone.
So let me give an example of a dancer. Let me say you are a kizomba dancer, and then somebody says, why don't you come do a kwaito dance for us? That will feel so uncomfortable. Like, why would I want to do something like that if I'm not used to it? You get in a position where you haven't been before. Like, I don't even know where to start. That makes you feel so uncomfortable, So that's why we are saying, because success is not, you're not gonna reach to a success point if you don't get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because so many things within that road is gonna make you they are gonna make you uncomfortable.
Let's just quickly summarize today's talk. I will let you do that before we officially call it quits for today. Creating your own opportunities.
So basically what we are trying to say is that,
in a nutshell,
in a very short way, we are trying to say that then nobody in this world is gonna create opportunities for you. You have to create them for yourself. So you need to go out there and get and try to be to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, of course, which is going out there and then seeking opportunities, because that is not comfortable at all. Going to approach people, it's not comfortable at all. So you need to get used to that, and then you need to always grow in a positive way, in a good way, as you're growing.
Okay. Now, thank you very much for joining us once again this weekend.
I'm always happy to be here.
All right. We are, of course, going to have something just as exciting as this one for next weekend. So make sure you do not miss the show every single Sunday morning between 6 and 7 here on the only station that's got you. Wait. Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
It's a fat lady and she's singing. That means we're out of here.